For some people, especially people who have a really fast metabolism, you could also do nuts and avocado. Nuts and avocado are healthy fat sources, and these last a long time. But you do need to be careful because, again, those can add up. Like, you can easily snack on nuts, and before you know it, you've eaten 1,000 calories of nuts, and now you're going to gain body fat in Ramadan. So we do need to be careful with that. As far as suhoor goes, those are generally the best foods for suhoor if you're, like about 80% of people who do well on kind of lower carbs. Now, some people actually do really well on carbs. So who here likes oatmeal? Let me see a show of hands. Okay, so we have a lot of people who like oatmeal. And who here likes whole wheat bread, whole wheat paratha? We got to be careful though, because if you're going to do carbs for suhoor, we don't want to add too much oil to the paratha because then the total calories are going to be too high and you might end up gaining body fat in Ramadan and feeling bloated, sluggish, tired. Because the last thing you want to do is have, a suhoor that makes you bloated and then you come to Fajr at the masjid, but you can't focus because you're bloated, you're trying to hold in your wudu, and then your energy crashes because you ate too much. And that's the tricky thing is sometimes when we eat carbs that are soaked in a lot of fat, so a lot of oil, so like deep fried stuff, the reason why you get so bloated and tired and you get a food coma after eating like deep fried samosas sometimes, or like parathas with a lot of oil, is the combination of those carbs and fats are going to sit in your stomach, and your pancreas, which produces insulin and enzymes in your body, has to work so hard that it puts your body in what's called a parasympathetic state, aka you're tired because your body just wants to recover and store that as fat. And so when your body's in storage mode, you start getting tired, versus when your body's in fat burning mode, you actually have energy. So we want to keep ourselves in fat burning mode. So if you're going to do carbohydrates with suhoor, bring the fats lower so that number one, we're not getting that combination issue, and number two, we're not making the calories too high. So whole wheat bread can work really well for suhoor, especially what I found is with older individuals who, their metabolism is a little bit slower, their body can actually make those carbs last a lot longer. For instance, my grandparents, they actually really like whole wheat bread for suhoor, and they notice that they have energy all day long, they're not tired, they're not hungry, because it lasts them longer. However, if I were to do that, I'd probably get hungry within like 2-3 hours. So I need to keep it with the healthy fats, because that prevents me from getting hungry.